just at the start, let me just get a disclaimer in now. If you're looking for serious football conversation, this is not it. This is not a transfer update. There's nothing serious here at all. All right, so we're mucking around in this video. So don't watch it all and get disappointed at the end. You're either in at the start now and you're in for the long haul, or go and do something else. Go and watch Netflix. Do something else. Right. Anyway. A couple of days ago, I did a video. Was it yesterday? Actually, did a video. It was a serious video, and it was about Flynn Downs and about Thomas Souček and stuff like that. You know, that sort of thing. During it, I mentioned that I might be the Ilford Iniesta, and then I said I actually changed it, and I said actually I'll be the Berkshire Marco Boogers. Did I ever show you my trophy? I won Hammerschat Patron Golf Day, last place. I am officially the worst golfer in Hammerschat. Isn't that good? Anyway, I will have showed you that before. I'm quite proud of it. Strangely proud of coming last. Anyway, so I said, what are you? If I'm the Ilford Iniesta or the Berkshire Boogers, what are you? You told me. And you told me, so many of you told me, I've had to do a separate video for it, because the initial idea was just to bolt this on the back of another video. You've got involved and I asked you to get involved, and thank you very much. I did dangle the carrot, the coaster. I dangled the coaster and said, whichever one's the best one, I'll have to choose one. You get this fine Hammerschat coaster. I've got to stick the feet on it, actually. I bought it from Amazon today. I've got to stick the feet on it. There you go. This one has got feet on it. Do you see the feet? But I can't give you that one because it's all sort of scratched up. Anyway. One thing I've got to say, this was prompted by me saying that Alex Scott, who we're hopefully going to sign, I think he's very good, I think hopefully you do too, was the Bristol Jack Grealish. I got it wrong. I got it wrong. I get a lot wrong. And I've been corrected by some people from Guernsey, and we like people from Guernsey. I say corrected, they weren't offended, they just politely pointed out. They said, Gonzo, you got that wrong. Excuse me. He's the Guernsey Grealish, actually. So I do apologise for stealing him from Guernsey and repatriating him to Bristol. He does play for Bristol, but he is the Guernsey Grealish. All right, so there you go. Alex Scott, the Guernsey Grealish. Like Guernsey, we love Guernsey. Right, anyway. Lots of West Ham fans from Guernsey. Right, let's start with Jay. Jay says, I'm the Brentford... He said, I would say I'm the Brentwood Flynn Downs, but he already exists, because he does. Because obviously Flynn Downs from Brentwood. Apparently so, anyway. He said he's only just a little down the road from Jay. He said, so I'm going to be the Southend City Thomas Souček. And he still loves Thomas Souček despite his rubbish form last season. So we got a Southend City Thomas Souček. Neil Porter says, I'm the Ilford Iniesta, which I like. He says, I live off Ilford Lane. I know it very, very well, my friend. Very, very well. I went to school in Valentine's. We'll get to that later because I know someone else has asked about that. He says, did you know I met Darth Vader. It was Dave Prowse in Bodgers when I was little. I cried. I was only little. He was massive. Well, he's Darth Vader as well. He's quite evil, isn't he? Anyway, so he said, I play fullback. Look like I have a bit about me, but come match day, everyone can see, as spirited as I am, and as much as I can do a job in that position, you're going to need an upgrade. I'm sorry about that, Neil. We're definitely going to need to upgrade the Ilford Iniesta. Alfie says, I'm the Basildon Beckenbauer. He's not the only Beckenbauer here. In fact, there's another name that begins with B that features quite prominently. John says, I would have me down as the Essex Mark Boogers. I'm Boogers, but I think that's allowed because we've got different locations, right? So you could be the Essex Mark Boogers. I'm the Berkshire Mark Boogers. Mikey's gone a bit off tangent. He said, does the deal for your pants come with add-ons? Why is Mikey talking about my pants? I'll tell you, because in that video, I went off on a bit of a tangent, and I said, it's taken so long to do the Declan Rice deal, if I put a pair of my old pants on eBay, I could have sold them for more. I could have sold them more quickly, not for more. I won't get measured. £106 million for my pants. No, I could have sold my old pants more quickly on eBay than we've managed to sell Declan Rice. That's what I said. Mikey's asking, does the deal for the pants come with add-ons? I think we all know what he's saying. What the add-on on the pants are? Probably. Truth be known, probably. I can't confirm at this point whether they're pre or post wash, Mikey. Ross says Iniesta would have loved faces. He would. I think he loves Ilford, doesn't he? He loves going out. Steve the Weave says my old mum used to call me Wubberwing from Romford. Wubberwing from Romford. And Declan Rice is going to be a gooner, rather that than being massive. The Wubberwing from Romford. That's how Jonathan Ross would say. Oh, excuse me. How rude. I say how rude. Let's mute that. Right, what else we got? We've got, they call me, so this is from Riddim. No, Dylan. This is from Dylan. They call me the Corby Cambiasso. Oh, actually, it's the Corby Carl Jenkinson. I like that. Stephen is the Felix... Stephen's the Felix failure. As I let the ball bounce over my head into the goal instead of catching it. I like that. Yes, I like that. I think that's a pretty good one. Okay, I've been corrected here. He's the Guernsey Grealish Gonzo. Ian from Guernsey. I am sorry, Ian. Tom says I'm Lorraine and Rooney because I'm fat and I love a dirty bird. Well, you don't get more honest than that. Well done, Tom. Good on you. And the bird. Can we say that? Probably can't say that, can we? Anyway, Michael said I would have been the Cumbrian. That's one of those Welsh ones with the C and the WM. The Cumbrian. I'm not saying it right, am I? Let's be fair. I can't say a lot right. The Cumbrian Cresswell. I'm not saying it right. Someone's going to correct me. I have been corrected a lot on the Steiden, and it is the Steiden. Up until a point where we talk about something else, and then we may well decide it's Steeden for convenience purposes, but it is Steiden. Cumbrian. That's not right, is it? Anyway, David said, I could have been the Mitchell Maldini, as I played left-back before I lost my Barnet and left England in 1998. I now live 100 miles north of Seattle, so could be the Seattle Souček. But don't let that put you off. What? The fact that you Souček will live in Seattle. Nothing wrong with Seattle. I used to live in... I was just about to say, I used to live near Mitcham. I've lived a lot of bloody places. Put it that way. Chris says, the Newcastle Nesta. Top draw centre-half. Well, in my own head. Five-a-side midweek. Why not, eh? He was a good player, wasn't he, Nesta? Michael Castle says, I would like to bid on the pants, please. He's bidding $1. Do you know, wait, we have a winner. You can have them. I'll post them over with the coaster. Paul says, I would be the Barking Barton. Five-a-side league back in the day. I used to go around getting into rows with the other team. Yeah, I used to play Power League, and yeah, I definitely... I got the reputation for doing that. My mate Marcus still says that I was the aggro one in our football team. I wasn't. I never got a card in my life, right? So I always get the blame for it. And then Andy, like my Andy, is seen as some angel. I remember him swearing at someone, pushing someone, swearing at the referee and getting a red card. And I get the reputation as being the aggro one. Not at all. Aaron is the Hemel Johnny Hartson. Very good. We got Matthew, who's the Dagenham Devonshire. That's a good one, isn't he? This actually, I've left this one up here. This is about Flynn Downs, and this is one of those usernames where I haven't got a name, so it's at DMH3542. He's talking about Flynn Downs. He said, he's bang average. Who cares if he supports West Ham? Because I said it's good for Flynn to hang around. He supports West Ham. That's good. He said, so do you, Gonzo, meaning I support West Ham. But does that mean you could do a job? I think I could. I got to be honest with you, DMH3542. I do. I think I could do a job on the wing, actually, sometimes. I think I've still got it, you know? I think the old magic's still there. So, yes, because I'm a West Ham fan, and I think, and then obviously, what with my nasty temperament on the pitch, as we've already established, I think I could do a job, quite frankly. Obadissian Curse says, I could have been the Manor Park Messi, but we moved, so I ended up the Southend Souček. There we go, quite right, so, oh, we've already got a Southend Souček. I don't realise that. Anyway, we'll see. Farmer Chris says, I would have been the Bristolian Ben Rama, because no matter what I did, boys would slag me off and not play me. There you go. Come good in the end, though, didn't you, Chris? Let's be honest. You know, got there in the end. Hero now, eh? Ben Rama and yourself, your Bristolian self. I do apologise to Farmer Chris because he is Bristolian, and I've taken Scott away from him. I've taken Alex Scott away, haven't I? I did credit them with Alex Scott, but he's Guernseyan? A Guernatian? What do you call someone from Guernsey? An Islander? What do you call them? I'm going to get a lot of correcting. I got an education coming in the thingy on this thread. Stephen says, I'm known as the Barnet Bootlaces. That's how good I am at footy. Well, there you go. Quite right too. The Aussie Alexander Arnold. Absolutely no reason why, but sounds great. That's what Callum says. Okay. Dave. Dave says, I've got to say this right, otherwise I'm going to get one on YouTube blocks. This is spelt with a K. I'm the Canadian cunts. Oh, I'm the Canadian CNX Tuesday. Needs no further explanation. I think that's quite a good one. Martin Duggan says, losing Downs is a joke. That's back to the original theme. He has always played well and gives us some bite in midfield. I'm the Spanglish shithead. Well, Martin, I thank you very much for joining in. I was looking for a player in there. I think we've got a destination. It's more of a Spanglish. Is that when you speak a little bit of Spanish, a little bit of English? I don't know if you saw. They were Sky Sports were running because Steven Gerrard has signed for the Saudi Arabian team, and he's trying to speak Arabic. And he's not doing a bad job. I say he's not doing a bad job. I wouldn't know if it was good or not, but it sounded impressive. He's doing the accent and everything, right? It sounded good to me. So Sky Sports were running all the Steve McClellan and all the Joey Barton when he was doing in Monsieur, and he was giving it all of that. It was unfortunate that he did leave out David Moyes' attempt at Spanish when I interviewed him, and he said, I have taken training uns, dos, tres times. Brilliant. There we go. So Spanglish, I'm guessing, is one of those languages. Billericay Batistuta, here for a reason. And he's getting on a bit as well. That's Steve 50. Yes. It's a great name, isn't it? Batistuta. We like that one. I'm the Igor Stepanovs of Sid Cup. Completely useless. That's a wonderful one. That is very, very, very vague, isn't it? The Igor Stepanovs. It's one of those footballs that just disappear and then you never hear of him again. And when someone says, hold on, I remember him. Downs is a keeper for me, says Debenham Dave. He says, I'm the Suffolk Snodgrass. Oh, I like that one. It's got a ring to it, isn't it? He said, cheers, Gonzo. Thank you very much, Dave. Paul Williamson says, I'm probably the Scottish Andy Carroll. I'm 6'4", long hair, and my knees are knackered. Oh, it's not. Have we met, Paul? Have we met? I don't say that. I don't know. Is it you, Paul? Is it you? Pop down. Were you in the fan park? We've met before. I'm sure of it. Because Paul's certainly got long hair. He's definitely Scottish. I couldn't attest to whether his knees are knackered or not. That's a good one. I can't read. This is 97 MRALIG. It said, I'm the Southall Skamaka. Only because whenever I play, I'm not played to my strengths, even though I'm good. That's it. I know I'm good, right? But the manager doesn't know I'm good, so he's not playing me to my strengths. Oh, how does the Dorset Declan sound? It sounds good. It sounds good. I like it. Yeah, why not? We like it. Sorry, that's something about Flynn Downs. I kept that one in. Oh, hold on. Do you remember earlier somebody offered me $1 for my pants? Fazza he starts off well. He says, I'll give you £3 for your old pants. Thank you, Fazza. But then he's gone all Arsenal on me because he said spread over 3 months. Do I take the $1 now or the £3 spread over 3 months? I don't know. Is £3 almost enough for a fresh set of pants at Primark? I'm thinking. As Stuart Miller says, Gonzo, the missed opportunity was when Gio didn't put these type of questions to Mark Warburton. Now, I think possibly Stuart is mentioning Gio's wonderful interview with Mark Warburton. He probably means about the Flynn Downs stuff. But I like to think that what Stuart means is he didn't say to Mark Warburton, Mark Warburton, were you the Warburton Wellington Paulie star from Wakefield, or maybe he was going to ask Mark Warburton about my pants. Now that's a question I would have liked to hear. Dean says, Ilford. I used to live in Ilford. You didn't go to Loxford School, did you? I used to live on Melville Road, just off Ilford Lane. No, I didn't go to Loxford. I went to Valentine's, but I know Loxford School because my family were based around Henley Road and Mortlake Road, which no doubt you'll know. In fact, a little funny thing here. So my nan lived just a few doors down from Nigel Benn. And I remember when he was in the army, I remember him going, just started all his boxing stuff and all the rest of it. I even washed his car once. There you go. He was, he's going to... I remember seeing him, and when he was... I think he'd done 9 fights or something like that. Done 9 fights. I remember boasting to one of my mates. We saw him in Pizza Land in Ilford. So I know him. There you go. Bought me a Slurpee once, by the way. A Slurpee in 7-Eleven in Gantsill. There you go. Oh, happy days. Jason says, I am the Ann Arbor Arthur Masuaku. We've already had a Martha Masuaku. Tried a nifty pass in my rec league that somehow turned into goal of the season. An accidental goal. Accidental goal, Jason. I like it. Matthew says, the Ronda Ronaldo. Got a go knuckle ball on a free kick. Oh, that thing. You got to do that free kick thing. Sounds skillful. This is from Pete. It's not about pants, and it's not. Pete's not specifying where he comes from or what type of player he is. But he says, I like the first pronunciation of Steeden. Now we've already established that it's Steiten. All right. But he says, I like the first pronunciation of Steeten, so if West Ham enter a purple patch of exciting new talent, we can claim to be in the Garden of Steeten. I'll tell you what I'll do, Pete, because I really like that, right? If it happens, I'll use it. I'll use it as a... Well, it won't be clickbait, because no one will click on it, but it sounds good. I'll use it on a thumbnail in a video. I'm the Edinburgh Eckstein. Do you remember Dieter Eckstein not playing for us? I don't remember that. So I've got a blister on my foot and can't really be asked with work today, which I guess is the story, Dean. Oh, Bristol, another Bristolian. They're going to get annoyed with me for stealing Alex Scott. Of course, they're all West Ham fans. I don't care. They want Bristol Balotelli here. Evening. It's actually Tony. He said, I'm old now, but in my day I could shine for 5 minutes, a match then hide effectively for the rest of the game. Also a bit prone to clumping. Well, there you go. Thank you very much indeed, Tony. Mark says, I'm the Northampton Neymar. I love a blonde rinse and I fall over a lot. Unfortunately, I live in Northampton. I don't think Neymar doesn't live in Northampton, but he does have a blonde rinse and he definitely does fall over a lot. I like that, unfortunately. I live in Northampton. I don't know Northampton. It sounds northern. No, actually... Is it? It's up near Peterborough. It's up near Luton. It's up that way, right? Is it? Near Milton Keynes. I think I've covered a large part of the country there. I think it's up there. It's got to be north, hasn't it? Because it's got north in the name. Yeah, I think so. Mind you, says North Clapham, and that's not north. It's even south of the river. How they figure that one out, right? I don't know. Anyway. Dan says, I know you're joking about eBay and your pants, but I've seen some weird stuff on there before. You're right, Dan. You're right. I'm not sure I've ever seen anything quite as weird as old pants. But I'm led to believe I'm not sure that's eBay. It might be a different website. Dan says, still Dan. He said, he's back. Luton Lamb. He's got a wonderful left foot. He didn't say left foot. I said left foot. Hold on. I've done it then. He was a right back. But I thought he was left-footed. Philip Lahm. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's Dan. He's the Luton Lahm. Gary says, Gonzo, how big is your man cave? It looks quite big. Well, it looks bigger than it is. It's short, but I'm short. I just built it out of wood, basically, and like loads of recycled stuff and all the rest of it. I did a video on it ages and ages ago. It's about 4 metres that way and about 3 metres that way. There you go. That's it, really. Thank you for asking, Gary. Hey, Gonzo, I would be the SSS, the Surrey Stuart Slater. Oh, he was good, wasn't he? Not the Surrey one. Not you, Darren, obviously. No offence, the real one. Hey, you might be very good. I'm sure you're very good. Well, with a name like the Surrey Stuart Slater, you better be bloody good. Nick by Day said, I'd be John Terry from nowhere near Bury because my mum's a thief. Oh dear. That's a close one. That's a close one, isn't it? Oh, that's a good one. Paul says, oh my, seems a bit of a mess. Can't be easy for Tiana. Sorry, I'm sorry, I'm cutting out the main football content here. He says, from the Maldini of Marsh Farm, dodgy council estate in Luton where the riots were in the mid-90s. Well, we've got a couple of people from Luton there. We got some Bristolians. We've got everyone. Said Anthony said I'd be the Hertfordshire hamstring, mainly because I'll pop every time. 2 up, 2 down. I'm the Plasto Peacehead. David says Basildon Beckham. I used to play as a right midfielder back in the day, but that's about as far as any similarities go. He's not got the looks and he's not got the money, I think David's saying there, and the pop star wife. Hey, maybe I'm wrong. Fee says I'm the Dulwich DiCanio. I like that. That's a good one. I'm being reminded again that he's the Guernsey Jack Grealish, Alex Scott. Ouch. And then I'm being immediately afterwards. I'm also being reminded again by Charlie Woodgate is saying, I think you mean the Guernsey Jack Grealish in relation to Alex Scott. That is 3 times I've been told. Thrice. Well, no one's telling me off. It's all very nicely intended. Connor says, I didn't score many goals when I was in my football days. I could play in most positions, even goalkeeper. I mean, I wasn't amazing, but not terrible. I had an eye for goal, but rarely scored. I did, however, score from my own half as a right back. Did you? Scored from my own half as a right back. Oh, I'd probably call myself the Basildon Batistuta, but maybe everybody else would disagree and call me the Basildon Bentner instead. I would love to go back to being a kid playing football again. Oh, those were the days. Can I say, Connor, this sounds like a wonderful goal. This sounds like a great goal. Can we do... You were playing at fullback. Can we do the Basildon Tim Breaker? Can we do that? I think that might be better. I like this goal. Do you know what? I think this is another thing. I don't know whether I want people to write it or maybe we should do a video where people phone in and we do like a Zoom call and people tell me about the best goals they've scored. This is what I want to hear. This is the stuff. Let's be fair. There's bugger all else going on in the world of West Ham. I like the sound of that goal. I'll tell you what, I got two. Got 2 really good goals. One of them I didn't mean. But it's the first time. I think it's the first time I've ever admitted it. But anyway, there you go. I'll tell you what, it was a proper goal. Phil says, I know the Gideon Park Gerard Piqué, but he ain't been shagging his teammates' mum. There's some wonderful things in there. I'm the Dartford Maradona, the fat version that was coked up. Not a good version. The one that shot the journalist. You mean John? I like the no filter stuff. I really do. Oh, Rob, the Cambridgeshire closer. Because we're the same age. I like that. That'll do. Close enough. Hi, Gonzo, from Ashley. With me, it's all about the BBB. The Bristol Billy Bonds. Another Bristol. Entry for the coaster. He's actually put on the end. That's an entry. He's letting me know. That's an entry for the coaster, right? I've got loads of them, by the way. Printed. You know, there's probably can't see. There's stacks of them. I've got to put the little feet on the end. I've got more there. Actually, they're pinball ones. You don't want them. I've got some. We can keep this going. I'll do one a week until they're gone. Then I'll order some more. Cornish Connor Coventry. I keep missing out on promotions. I'm sorry. I don't understand why. Oh, they talk about football. I am sorry. You need a memorable name because you've gone with PB5531. I don't know what your name is. Get your name. Get your name up there. You don't have to put your surname on it. Just put your name up there. Okay. I keep missing out on promotions. Flynn has definitely got something. Why is that still up there? Okay. So Mark, sorry, I don't know why that's on there. I do apologise. I was only putting the football ones up there. The filter on YouTube is not great. We're down to the last couple here, boys and girls. The last couple. We've got Mark as says, I'm the bootstrap blonde rage, and we got Nick who says, I'm the West Country Whiten. I live in Devon, originally from Chadwell Heath. Sorry, it's behind. Oh, this is behind the camera. I've got to get up to read it. And like Steve Whitten, I have the first touch of an elephant, and I'm as mobile and as asthmatic one with arthritis in all 4 knees. He's got 4 knees. Amazing. Folks, thank you so much. That's been great fun. Thank you very much for joining in. There was a point in the season where, I don't know, they did, like the chat got so depressing. I was depressing as well, and it just nice to have a little bit of fun. I'm tempted. I don't know why, and I apologise. I sort of apologise. I'm going to go with Nick by Day, who has said, I would be, right, I'm going to heart that now. I'm going to put the email address to you, Nick. You need to contact me, mate, to give me your address. He said, I'd be the John Terry from Nowhere Near Bury because my mum's a thief. And there you go. Look, there's no rhyme. There's no reason. We'll definitely be doing something else. I don't just mean it'll be a competition. Sometimes if someone just does an outstanding comment, I'll just send you a coaster. Thank you so much for joining in. I've got to go now and actually record a serious video about... I'll think of something.